So at some point I will surely have mentioned that at the end of this month there's going to be pickups. There's not been any pickups for a while. The reason there's pickups now is because it is my birthday today, so these are pickups I've got with birthday money. I'll tell you how much it all costed at the end if I remember. But yeah, been ill since Friday kind of morning when I woke up, so I feel like absolute shit, and I can't enjoy any beers or anything like that, just because like yesterday I tried to have curry and beers, and yeah, it didn't go too well. So yeah, anyway, on with the pickups. There's multiple systems. They're in a box here. Obviously I'm not going to show you in the box because then you'll see all the pickups and then there won't be any point to watching the video, so I'm going to do them one by one in no particular order other than how I kind of pick them out of the box. So first off, Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the PlayStation. Been wanting to pick this up for a while so I can play it on my PS3. It is disc and box only. If you're familiar with this channel, you'll know I'm not too fussed about whether a game's got a manual or not. If it has, it's a bonus, but you know, I'm not anal. I'm not like, oh look, it's got stickers on and oh, it's the classics version, not the original black label. I don't care, I just want the game to play. Well, saying that, I could always download a CDR of it, well, an ISO, and burn it to CDR, but yeah, I prefer to just buy it because it's easy. Next up, another PlayStation 1 game, not one that I wanted. This was part of a bundle. I'm sure this is about the 5th copy I've owned of this game for the PlayStation 1. It pretty much just seems to be the most popular PlayStation 1 game. So yeah, I'll be getting rid of that because I've got another copy of it somewhere. Thrasher Skate and Destroy, box and disc. This doesn't look too bad for a PS1 game. A lot of these are abused and nasty. So yeah, I've never played that one. Was around back in the day when you had the Tony Hawk games and they were popular, so it'd be interesting to have a go on that one. What else have we got here? Let's pick out this one. Megadrive game, Urban Strike. So I think I've got one other Strike game for the Megadrive, which is Desert Strike, and then I've got Soviet Strike on the Saturn. So yeah, they're pretty. They were pretty popular back in the day, so just thought I'd pick that up. That's boxed and complete there, in very nice condition, I must say. Gonna run out of space here soon. Pile these games up high. So an Xbox original game, Midway Arcade Treasures 3. Yeah, it had some, when I looked at it, it had some nice newer, obviously not completely up to date arcade games, but things like Hydro Thunder, kind of, you know, 3D games and all that stuff that you don't get in the older ones, which tend to have more 2D games. There's a bit of a story because I also bought the second one for the Xbox off of a seller on eBay, and I realised today, because I ordered all this stuff a couple of weeks ago or so, it hasn't turned up. I'm looking at that person's feedback, they've not been sending out the stuff, so I don't know what's happened to that person, whether they've died or what. But yeah, it was number 2 that I wanted really, and I've only got number 3, because number 2's got like Mortal Kombat, Pit Fighter, games like that, which I really wanted to play the arcade versions of. Next up, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I'm having problems with reflections here, so I'll tilt the box. Yeah, I went on a bit of a Mortal Kombat tip, kind of fueled by buying Mortal Kombat X on Steam for the PC and it being an utter travesty. They have since fixed that game, but I just went mental and kind of made me realise that I like Mortal Kombat, but I've not really got enough Mortal Kombat games in my collection to reflect that. So this was the first kind of Mortal Kombat game released on the Xbox and PS2. Next up, another Mortal Kombat game, Shaolin Monks for the Xbox. Yeah, I don't know too much about this. Apparently it's supposed to be like the kind of RPG mode in Deception, so should be pretty cool, although it's not highly regarded. And a current gen game now, Thief. It's one that I see every so often pop up quite cheap on the kind of like the PSN store and the Xbox Live store, so I thought rather than pay a tenner for it for a digital download, I'll just pick up a physical copy off eBay and have a bash at that. It's not supposed to be the best game in the world, but keep me occupied. And again, another Mortal Kombat game. This time it's Armageddon for the Wii. So yeah, I'll be able to put that in the Wii U, which should upscale it and look a bit better than it originally did on the Wii. This is also available on the PS2 and the Xbox, I believe. But yeah, I just thought I'd get it on the Wii for a bit of variation. So next up, Saturn game, Hexen. Saturn has a few first person shooters on it, even though it's not particularly good at running them. I remember Hexen kind of being like in between a Doom and a Quake clone, so I've never played it before, and it's just a game I need to get for my Saturn collection, so I thought why not. And that's boxed with disc. Another current gen game, Assassin's Creed Unity. Picked this up because it was only like 15 quid or something, and yeah, it's one of those where you're glad you didn't get it when it came out, because apparently it ran like shit, but it's supposed to have been patched, and I've watched reviews of it since it was patched, and the game's supposed to be pretty decent now, so finished 4 recently and we'll be jumping into that one. And yet another Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat Deception. So this was the second game in the Xbox and PS2 era, and it's disc and box only. Not much to say about that. It's pretty similar to Deadly Alliance basically. Final Fight Streetwise. Now I picked this up with another game, and that other game was Killer 7, and I got a good deal on these because they both of them have no manuals. So yeah, I expect this to not be a very good game, but still kind of be enjoyable. This one, I've heard things about it, but yeah, I've heard it's supposed to be good, but I don't know why, so I'll be playing that to find out. Right, so another Saturn game, a bit of filler, NFL Quarterback Club 96, just the game I need for the collection. It's got some sort of poster in there and disc, no manual it would appear, but who cares. Right, so another PS1 game, Grand Theft Auto London, a game that I've never, oh, have I played it? I do vaguely remember actually playing this now. This is the standalone version, I believe. Yeah, first time ever as a standalone game. So I'll be able to bash on that, slamming it in the PS3 and having a go. So yeah, that was part of the PS1 bundle that I got. The game that caught my eye was this, Max Power Racing. That was kind of the one that made me pick up the bundle. I think it was only about 8 quid for like, you know, a crazy amount of games, like 10 games or something. So saw this and thought, you know, I've never played it, so I'll pick it up, and it looks like, I remember it looking like an interesting title back in the day, so pick that one up. So here we're going to go on to some Philips CDI games, surprisingly. Mutant Rampage Body Slam. This was a bundle of 3 games that I got. It's in pretty nice condition. All the discs and mint on these. Video Speedway. It's got one of these, I hate these boxes. They stick out more than a standard dual case, and they're usually broke, so they're kind of shitty. Don't know much about that game, but the main one that I do know about is Micro Machines, a classic game, but from what I've seen of this, the frame rate is supposed to be horrendous. Looks really bad, but thought why not. All three games are pretty cheap, so pick them up. Right, so an N64 game, Biofreaks. Yeah, interesting title. I remember this, and was it War Gods, something like that, from back in the day, kind of when Mortal Kombat 4 was out. You had the two kind of other Midway titles that were kind of clones of it. So this is one of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm on a Mortal Kombat tip, I want a bit of that. Another PlayStation 1 game, Anna Kournikovas Smash Court Tennis. It was kind of a classic game on the system, but one that you kind of forgot about over time. And Tricking Snowboarding, box with a manual. Don't know anything about that. Again, these two are value series games, and I'm not aiming on that sort of thing. World Championship Snooker. To be honest, this looks very familiar, so I've probably already got this game on the PS1. Don't really care about snooker games, obviously. This is another sports game. I don't think I have this one. Cricket Captain 2000, so just a bit of filler for the collection. And finally, for the PlayStation 1, Premier Manager 98. This was it this one or 97? I think it was this one that I had, that I quite enjoyed when I had my PlayStation originally. It's very easy though, that's why I enjoyed it, because I don't like games like this that are too taxing. And interestingly, it says Tekken 3 and £10 on it. Obviously you would never pay £10 for Premier Manager 98. So the final game that I picked up is Alone in the Dark 2, is it? Well, it is Alone in the Dark 2, but Jack is back, box and disc only. What's the condition like on that? Very, very nice actually. Saying the box looks pretty shitty. Probably a refurbished disc actually, so it probably won't work. Yeah, overall that is my pickups. Overall, all of this cost 96 quid if I take out the Midway Arcade Treasures 2, which didn't materialise. But yeah, as you can see, I tried to get a good mix of games, different genres, different systems. Obviously there's a lot of Mortal Kombat games in there for the reason that I stated, but it's nice to get some CDI games, start picking up some Saturn games again, and just a few PS1 games, and then obviously I've got Thief and Assassin's Creed Unity to be going out on the Xbox One. So yeah, what else is there to say? Can I think of anything to say? No. So I hope you enjoyed my pickups, and hopefully there will be many more pickups in the future, but it might be a while again until I do some, unfortunately. I need lots of monies.